Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with Dr. Mario World, and wow, I really started with a notification at the beginning, didn't I? Okay, well, yeah, sorry I came out a little bit later today. I was pretty busy in the morning, and I got stuck on 1123 for a little bit, but I'm finally here doing this, and hopefully the next set goes well, although I am going to try and showcase Petey Piranha, and that might not go so well. But this is a pretty nice one to start on. It's one of those where you get some single capsules out, you get them in between the bombs, and then whatever's left over you just kind of destroy. Do keep in mind, I think literally everything needs to be destroyed. All the colored crates, all the viruses, everything has got to go, because I think there are blue coins behind all of the colored crates. The first time I played this one, I actually lost, and that was because I left a colored crate for so long that I ran out of I ran out of capsules right as I destroyed all the viruses, and then realized there's another blue coin, so that was pretty sad. So I just came back in and did a lot better the second time. This one shouldn't cause you too many problems, I would imagine. I think if you made it this far in the game, you should be doing pretty well at this point. I don't know why I didn't put my rainbow capsule in there, but that's fine. They give you quite a lot of capsules. Like I said, usually the first level of a area is pretty nice to you, just getting you started, and then the subsequent ones can immediately start getting hard. I think I beat the next one on my first try as well. I go into a lot of these with like the rainbow boost and everything. Maybe not a lot. I went through a couple of them with that. Like the second one here, I went in with the skill up. I didn't use it for a little while to make up for that. There's another notification. Yes, I am awake. So yeah, this one's not so bad either. I would imagine Lemmy's probably the best one for this one. Lemmy is the barrel one, right? I think so. So what I tried to do was get these cannons to aim down when I triggered them. That's not entirely necessary, I guess. It's just what I prefer to do. And then after you get through this beginning part, in my experience, the rest of it cleared really easily. Like all the viruses are kind of lined up like in pairs. So if you can get both of them out of their barrels, they should clear pretty easily. Maybe that's why Lemmy wouldn't be so good, because he actually destroys the thing that's inside the barrel. I don't know. He probably would still be pretty great. Otherwise, maybe just someone like Goomba Tower or Toad or something. But yeah, like I said, most of the stuff seems to line up pretty well. I tried to get these cannons lined up nicely, but really they don't matter all that much. I would just aim it downward again. I don't really know what else to suggest. They'll be in opposite places just based on when you destroyed their barrels, so keep that in mind too. I guess not even destroyed, but when you hit them for the first time. And I think I just end up destroying them on like a random turn. I aim that one downwards. I would suggest the 3 cannons on the bottom row here, you aim to the sides. That would probably be the best way to go. With Wario, you have just so many capsules, it's probably not going to matter what you end up doing. There are 2 completely iced. That red one, by the way, I should have had aimed downward. That would have been the best. There are 2 ice viruses in each of these barrels here, which are going to take quite a lot of hits. I would suggest destroying the crate on top, like I do here. I should have just destroyed the crates on this side too. I was trying to get this yellow to line up, by the way. Now we get another yellow here. I guess it doesn't matter, because I end up destroying this yellow pretty quickly. And then I use the blues to break open these crates. And then I just need to get some yellows here. I also choose to bring the red in to destroy the crate, I think. And then bring as many yellows over as I can. Oh, those weren't actually iced at all. They were just in barrels. Okay. So never mind. Those just took singular hits in barrels. And there's no way I would have gotten enough on it if it was iced. But you should get 3 stars in it, especially if you bring in your point boosting assistants. This one I started having trouble on. This one's another one where it's like if you beat it, you probably will get 3 stars on it regardless of what assistants you bring in. I also got the 3 capsules. I don't think that actually affected this round, but we'll see. And I brought in a lot of different characters. The game suggested bring in Donkey Kong and Baby Mario. I brought them in multiple times, and they were okay, but they just didn't get me that close. Maybe if I brought in like King Boo, it would be enough. But I didn't want to bring in King Boo just quite yet. Even though later I am forced to bring him in, which is unfortunate, but... I feel like Ludwig's probably your best bet for this one, and I should have just started off trying with him, because he obviously makes the most sense. The colored crates and the coins, I'll just take a singular hit around them, and then when you get all the characters out of their ice, then it's super easy to just hit the virus once and destroy everything around it. And on this round I ended up destroying all of the ice at the same time. Luckily I had like the perfect amount at the end there. So now whenever I get Ludwig's skill, it's going to actually just destroy one virus, which is nice. And yeah, it can be a little annoying getting into some of these spaces. Like I've got a lot of yellows I've got to destroy here. So I kind of just start going for it, I guess. I don't know, there's not much to say in terms of strategy at this point. There are ways you can clear multiple at once. It's a little bit harder when you bring in Ludwig, but like here, I'm able to destroy both of those viruses at the same time. You can sometimes get a rainbow capsule in between 2 different colors and destroy them at the same time. Just kind of minor ways to save a few capsules that in the long run will help you beat the level overall. And right there, I end up using that red to destroy the yellows at the same time, which worked out pretty well. And now I just need to destroy this blue and also the red. And yeah, Toad did not affect that run at all, so don't worry about that. Just bring in Ludwig. He's probably the best character out of any of the ones that I tried. I brought in Wario too, and Fire Rosalina. I think Fire Rosalina is the only other character that got somewhat close, and it was probably possible to do it with a lucky round, but it was pretty tough. This one is really annoying to get 3 stars, but what's nice is if you bring in Ludwig, you should clear it every single time, so you'll keep getting your lives back, and you just go until you get a good round. And this was an amazing round. I did bring in King Boo, but the thing is, he did not trigger. I beat this one so quickly. This was the best round I ever had. And I considered just waiting to get King Boo for a little bit, but I decided to just go for it and hope that I had enough capsules left over. And it just, stuff lined up really nicely for me, and Ludwig destroyed exactly what I needed at all times. Except right there, I should have been a little bit better with the ice stuff. But yeah, we just destroy the reds to get a couple more points, and then we get a blue and a yellow. And we end with 12 capsules. I also brought in my Thwomp, which gives me a little bit more. But yeah, I think the cutoff is like 30,000 maybe. So I did pretty well, all things considered. King Boo is also a viable strategy. If you just get him to trigger and you end with like 10 or 9 capsules, you should also get it. But you need to finish it with quite a lot. I got him to trigger a couple of times, and I just didn't have enough capsules at the end for it to matter. So for this one, I was kind of surprised I actually won on this one. So we start off just destroying a couple of these here. And then I do it this way so that when I destroy the reds, the yellow barrel is also destroyed. So everything gets destroyed at the same time. I didn't really mean to do it at the time, but it worked out super well, so I'm happy I did. And then we just start destroying these here. You're going to want to get to that bomb and just let the bomb destroy all these viruses surrounding it. And it will also get... You want to start working on the coins too, because the coins can get pretty annoying. Just focus on the viruses around the coin. And then work on each one as you go. Now we get to move on to this one. And I would just keep the viruses around the locked ones. Well, I guess they are iced, so it's not that big of a deal. But that's just what I like to do. And it worked out for me. So here I kind of build up a little bit to get back to these yellows. And then, I can't remember. I must just destroy these yellows separately. Oh, the yellows line up really nicely here. You destroy like that. And then some more coins open up. Again, you're going to want to focus on them as best you can. And I would also recommend leaving the bombs until the bottom row of coins are destroyed. It's not that big of a deal. It probably honestly doesn't even matter. The first time I did it, I destroyed the bombs first and then I ended up losing, so that's my only reasoning for it, but it's probably not that important. And then I also ended up destroying those yellows all at the same time, which is pretty great. And when you end, you'll probably have a couple of blocks left over, so hopefully you'll get a couple of things at the very end to clear them. So that's everything. I'm going to go ahead and try and beat the next set of levels real quick for you guys. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.